Throughout my life, telling a story has always been an important way to express myself. I love to write down my ideas and build on them over time, hopefully creating something special. I guess it all started when I was 5 years old and my dad let me direct my own home video. I wanted to film a crossover between my two favorite things at the time, Super Smash Bros. And Star Wars. We spent a morning filming it with my brother and cousin, and I loved it. Watching it now, it's very nonsensical and immature, but then I was extremely happy with what I created. Years went by and I filmed many home videos. However, it wasn't until January 31st, 2010, when I created my first YouTube account. At the age of 9, I was definitely no stranger to YouTube. Although I didn't have an account, I constantly watched videos shared on the platform. When I was in 3rd grade, I accidentally watched the classic video, Ghost Car, and nearly died of a heart attack. I found it while watching Fred Huggins, a character from the Weird Al Yankovic TV show videos, and I misclicked a link in the recommended section. I also looked up Club Penguin or Webkinz videos like they were some kind of drug. I begged my parents for almost a year. I would constantly film videos of whatever I wanted at my house, but I had nowhere to post them. For my dad, being the staunch man that he is, took the 13 and over rule on the website as law. As I said though, I was willing to do anything. Hunger strikes, refusing to leave the house. It was bratty, but I would not give up my goal of getting a YouTube channel. Finally, after days and days of my silent protests, they caved in. I was now able to have a YouTube channel, and I called it Dr. Brickmaster. On the night where I created the channel, I filmed my first video, Custom Lego Wayne Manor, and I published it on the next day. In my videos from 2010 to 2011, my quality control was non-existent. I made whatever I wanted to make. I had a few different series, some that were better than others. I particularly remember Dora's Crappy Adventures, Lego Godzilla Attack, and Lego Super Mario Bros. However, in 2011, I started to take my content more seriously. A few close friends and I decided to set out and make what we called at the time a movie. In May through June 2011, we made the Ouija movie parts 1 and 2. The film, inspired by J.J. Abrams' Cloverfield, followed a plot where one of my friends named Patrick disappears at a party and becomes possessed by an internet gag known as Ouija. The films, while certainly mediocre, were a big deal to me at the time. They always had a childlike charm that makes me nostalgic for the worry-free times that I had as a kid. In 2017, I took it upon myself to remaster the 2 parts and re-release the video in the way that my 11-year-old self truly wanted it to be. I still look at this remaster as the best work I've done in film. 2012 is what I would call the best year for my videos. I put out video after video and all of them were up to par, if not better than my videos in 2011. I posted classics like Horror.mov, The Psycho, and Continue, an RPG parody. I further honed my editing skills and dove deeper into the crazy contraption that we call the internet. The craziest video from this time, and possibly that I've ever filmed, was one that I didn't even post. Around the end of the year, me and one other person had a campfire at my friend's house. We threw a propane tank into the fire. Because we sucked at making fires, it wasn't big enough to make the tank explode, but only enough to make a shooting stream of fire come out the bottle. It is crazy to think that the tank could have exploded and possibly have taken one of our lives.
Sean, we are still putting this on YouTube! Yes! Yes!
Okay.
Burn, baby, burn!
I haven't always wanted to share my concepts through the medium of film. Throughout my existence, I've had bigger ideas that I wouldn't be able to film with a mediocre camera and my group of friends. These were plans for far into the future, long after I would have already established myself and settled into a career where I can dedicate copious amounts of time to writing a story that would encapsulate my political, philosophical, personal, and psychological beliefs. I would have called this story Terrace Wood then, but I don't know what I would call it now. The story centered around a group of kids fighting against an evil government to save the world. The idea sounds simple and all too similar to most of the greatest stories we know of today, but I only wanted to use this trope as the skeleton for the grand tale I wanted to tell. The themes of the story have changed many times throughout the years, but I feel like the most important concept it would explore is the concept of individuality. What makes humans different from all other intelligent life on the planet? What makes you different from everyone else you come across? What role do you play in the grand scheme of life? I wanted to answer these questions and make something truly special. Because of some personal issues, I didn't make videos as frequently as I used to between 2013 and 2014. However, in 2015, between the summer of freshman and sophomore year, I had an intense change inside of me that made me feel more creative than ever and want to film videos again. I began to film videos with my friends Alp Okiar, Andrew Maynard, Ben Dion, and Tristan Crane. We called ourselves Elsewise, and we wanted to make videos that would make people laugh. As we began to film videos, I was particularly concerned with how each video could top the next. Our first videos, such as Xbox, Hacker, and Top Dog, were simple, but I knew that as a group we could do much better. In one of our earliest videos, Chair Surfer, I definitely pushed the envelope. The first half of the video featured me and Alp rolling down the street on an old swivel chair. After we had filmed enough of the crazy stunts, I decided to light the chair on fire. Within a few minutes, I was in awe. There was a ginormous cloud over the entire cul-de-sac, and it was coming from the chair. It looked like a portal to hell, and it took us countless buckets of water to put it out. The first thing I asked Alp after we were done was, "Did you get that all on video?" He did. We had a masterpiece on our hands. As we filmed more videos, the idea of an extended universe like the Marvel movies popped into our heads. My favorite story arc that combined many of our videos was the World of Crime series. The story went like this. Many years ago, there was a crime conglomerate known as the Spaghetti Family. A brutal man named Big Spaghetti ran the organization, and he had aspirations for his son, Peter Pizza, to take over. There was also a crazy mercenary named Wild Woody who was previously part of the organization but was framed by Big Spaghetti after letting his best friend, Milk, get in the way of Big Spaghetti's business. Big Spaghetti's son, Peter Pizza, was very uninterested in his father's business and wanted to become a cook for the Food Network. Throughout the videos, he descends into madness, and in Chef 2, he kills Milk while on a psychotic rampage. In Wild Woody, World of Crime, Woody breaks out of jail and hunts down Big Spaghetti, believing he is the mastermind behind the death of his best friend. Chef shows up and captures the both of them, and the three of them settle their differences in Chef 3. After 2016 went by, the group was slightly lost with what we should do next. For quite a while, not all of us were involved with every video, and the videos are more of a passion project of individual members rather than the passion project of all of us. During this time, we filmed many big projects such as Gamergape's Top 3 Things All Gamers Hate, Top Dog Remastered, and Mario Kart 2017, but myself as well as the others felt that the group chemistry we had was lost. The channel shifted into a new direction, primarily hosting very short comedy skits and low-effort videos, but the true works of art that we made early on still remain very important to me. After all of this, there was still one more video that made waves. In September of 2017, Londonderry High School had what it looked like its greatest chance at ever winning MACPLAC. Before the big game, the school hosted what could possibly be the most exciting and energy-filled pep rally that we ever had, and Alp filmed it all.
Londonderry High School, let's beat Pinkerton! Let's win!
The next day, everyone asked me about the video, and I saw many people posting the video itself on their Snapchat stories raving about how funny it was. We gained about 50 subscribers in one day, and the video had hundreds of views after 24 hours, which is something that had never happened to us. However, all good things must come to an end. Within the week, the video had to be taken down. Alp was sent into Mr. Parent's office and was banned from doing Mr. LHS, banned from the next pep rally, and had to apologize to every teacher featured in the video. Currently remains in the Elsewise vault until we graduate. So when you hear Sean Daly, what do you think of?
I think of the like
To this day, I have never stopped using my imagination to create something. I continue to make videos, and I still want to write the immense story that came into my mind when I was in middle school. I've even applied what I learned from filming videos to other art forms, including music. In fact, all of the background music that you heard in this video was produced by me. I hope that one day I can show my kids everything I made throughout my growth from a child to an adult, and hopefully teach them something along the way. To all of you watching, write down that idea, play around in a video editor, have some fun, because when I'm going to look back on what I did as a kid, I'm not going to regret it.